Hello friends, welcome to Apex Chess Academy. Today we are going to see the third test position and the fifth part of our decision making, and yes, it's a strategical decision. Okay, so this was the position. I'll just speak the initial position for the blind player once again. White king g1, queen f3, rook f1, rook a1, bishop c4, bishop c1, knight c3, h3, g2, f4, e4, d5, b2, a4. Black, king g8, queen d8, rook f8, rook a8, bishop g7, knight e7, knight d7, h7, g6, f7, d6, c5, b7, a6. Now it's the black to play. This was the position which I have given to you. The game is between Sebalo versus Chetal Bashev Boris. Uh, Actually, Chital Boris is a very strong player whose rating is about 2550, and he's basically a pure Benoni player, or I would say he normally starts with either g6 or with the c5. And here, this game as well actually comes from Benoni order. In fact, a late Benoni order. Okay, so here it's the black to play. So which are the moves that you can think for? So of course, first move that you'll think as black is f5. Yeah, it looks very natural. But if you play f5 here, say if you play f5 here as black, the problem is e5. Okay, so here you have to understand opponent's threat. You cannot play direct f5 because de5 is simply made by d6 and you are in fact losing a piece. So instead of direct f5, here you must play one prophylactic move. Yeah, so you know that what is prophylaxis or the prophylactic move that we have seen in our previous video. So here first prophylactic move that you should play is king h8 and now g4. Yeah, I know that this topic is strategical decision, not prophylaxis, but yeah, I mean this is just a move that just one move that we are taking a prophylactic decision. And now we need to find out one more good strategical idea. So here you can see that black's pieces are not even say not out of 7th rank. All pieces are just on either 7th rank or 8th rank, so black's position is actually very passive. So in fact, um, black has to improve his pieces, but how? Right, so here first of all you should focus on minor pieces. Once you are develop your minor pieces, then you can think about your major pieces. So first of all, let's think which is the best pair for both knights and bishop. Okay, I would love to play maybe bishop d4 and knight d5, but yeah, we cannot play knight d5 because of f4 pawn. So here black played a very strong move. Okay, have you find it? Just pause the video and try to find out the best move. Here, the correct move is g5. Now, what is the point? Actually, we are sacrificing a pawn. It's not about winning or losing. It's just about finding the best move. Okay, so what is the point after g5? So let's say if white takes. Okay, if white is not taking on f4, no problem, we are going to take on f4 and will achieve outpost for the knight on e5. So this is what our future topic, outpost for our pieces. Okay, so here g into f4 is say our idea is g into f4 and knight e5. So white has to take f g5. So after f g5, we first, okay, we can play knight e5 immediately, but if we play knight e5, our bishop is actually stuck on g7. So what we'll do before playing knight e5, we'll first give bishop d4 check. So we have improved our first minor piece, bishop d4 check. Okay, of course you can play bishop d4 before g5 as well, but then we won't get knight e5. If we play bishop d4 without g5, then bishop e3 was the simple move that white can play. But here, white cannot play bishop e3. Now, what is the point? If white plays bishop e3 here, then black can play knight e5. Now, what is the point? After knight e5, okay, if you move your queen somewhere, for example, let's say e2, then I can simply play bishop e3 followed by knight into c4, and we are winning a piece. So, after knight e5, white has to play queen f6 check in order to save his piece. Now king g8. Again your e3 piece is hanging and the c4 piece bishop is also hanging. So white has to take on d4 in order to deal with both threats. But now cd4. Again your both pieces are hanging. And if you play knight e2, then knight into c4. And we are just simply winning a piece. And okay, it looks like our king is weak, but we should not worry because next move is knight g6 and we are going to trade the queens. And once the queens are off the board, yeah, it's winning for us because we have an extra piece. So bishop e3 is not working on move number 16. So after bishop d4 check, let's check the move king h1 on move number 16. So after king h1, again we are putting our knight on e5. We are improving our knight once again. So now we have two good minor pieces at the cost of only one single pawn. Okay, now queen e2, and now we are improving our third minor piece with knight g6. Okay, so basically we have given only one pawn and we have three good minor pieces. All pieces have beautiful squares like e5, d4, g6. But now what to do as uh, let's say what to do about this major pieces. So here white played bishop d2 in game. So white's idea is to play rook f5 and put the second rook on f1. Yeah, so what to do now? So again here you can pause the video and try to find out the best move as black. Okay, so hope you have find the correct move. Here, in order to improve all the major pieces, we have to have open file, right? So how to achieve open file? So here we can play f6. So after f6, we are going to take pawn into pawn, and then we have good f4 square, the concept of drawback. Yeah, because white has already played e4 and g4, so his f4 square is permanent weak. So after f6, our idea is to just take pawn into pawn and then we achieve this juicy f4 square. Yes, so in order to avoid this, white has to take on f6 and now rook into f6. Right, so here bishop g5 is not possible because of rook into f1 and queen into g5. And if you play anything else, for example, let's say b3, that's what played in game. And here black played knight h4 in game, but here I would say the improvement might be rook into f1, rook into f1, and now you just play queen e7, or maybe even queen h4 is also possible. So queen h4, queen g2, then just take and play the second knight on c4. And now you check which piece. I mean, white has one extra pawn, but where it is basically either we can say is on g4, which is difficult to push because his king is going to be weak. Another extra pawn we can say is e4. But again, you see, the knight has strong domination there. And now what's black's idea? Black's idea is to try to achieve b5 in future. Okay, if black achieves b5, then he has an extra pawn on c4, and that really makes sense because c5 pawn actually is a passed pawn if we are able to achieve b5. Okay, if we are not able to achieve b5, okay, we are just a pawn down, but in just let's say we have a beautiful bishop, beautiful knight on e5, good queen on h4, and rook is also going to be in game after say rook g8 and followed by h5. So these are the ideas maybe. And here you can see that black has sufficient compensation. I'm not saying that black is winning. Black has sufficient play. So on move number 20th, after rook f1, if you don't want to play say queen h4, you can even consider the move queen e7. And now let's say if queen e1, then again you can just directly play h5, or you can just take on c4 and put your rook on e8. Then you try to achieve knight e5 in future, try to play b5 in future, and again here black has more than sufficient compensation for the pawn. And you see, now if we compare again this position with the initial position that we are actually looking for, so here black has very good play. So actually, uh, basically we have given one pawn, but if we are not giving the pawn at that particular point, all our army is behind the pawn, not even say beyond 7th rank. So what to do with that kind of passive pieces? So if we are playing active chess like this, of course we have good chances of winning as well, because after knight e5 rook g8 h5 we have decent pieces and decent play, right? So here I like to play the move g5 if even I'm playing it for black. So let's again check the initial position. So here we cannot play f5, so we played king h8, and now f5 is a threat. So if white goes for say g4 here, then we have the move g5 in order to activate all our minor pieces and then the major pieces with the move f6. Suppose if we are not playing g5 here, then how to improve our pieces, right? So this is what the point. So always think about some activity. So normally we should play some active chess, and that's what we are trying to achieve with the move g5 here. And the initial position after the king h8, if someone plays f5 here, then we can play simple bishop d4 check and knight e5. Now we are achieving the same position without sacrificing a pawn. So of course f5 is bad. And if someone plays bishop e3, not stopping our f5, then now we can play even direct f5 on move number 14. So hope you have enjoyed this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel, because your one like simply boosts up my confidence. Thank you friends.